be.
Yeah, baby, yeah. Shelley Winter Show. Live, local, topical, and relevant. Woo! Just playing up the whole coming out of hip surgery. A lot of people said the cocktail that they shoot in you would still be flowing, but it's not. It's just Tylenol, and everything is healing well, I hope, internally. Haven't bled out yet or nothing like that because my orthopedic surgeon is better than your orthopedic surgeon. I want to talk about something that I'm a little afraid of. I'm I'm not afraid. Afraid is the bad word. I'm concerned about. And it's a lot of things. And why I'm concerned about it is because I saw this same thing happening in after 9/11 with the Patriot Act. I saw the same thing happening when we would talk about roadblocks. I saw the same thing happening when we were talking about cameras everywhere, traffic cameras everywhere. And that is the point here is about all of this, and I'll add this next topic this next story that just came out a couple days ago. I'll add that to it, to those things I just listed. Is that the right, my friends, my conservative friends, right? We have always been, if there's anything that binds us together, it's the mantra of small government. And more and more, when faced with and I'm doing air quotes here, fear of the other, we become more and more big government. Now, big government is defined by many of us as big spending government, want to cure all the ills with more and more money. Big government is also that government which controls you, which stifles your speech, which stifles your movement, which jails you, which attacks you. That's big government as well. And the right, if nothing else, fiscal conservatism, if nothing else, if, law and order, if nothing else, we have always joined hands with we want smaller, less repressive government. That's what the right has always been. But it's becoming increasingly clear to me that under MAGA, we're okay with a growing police state. And I hate to use that term, but that's what I'm seeing. I'm literally seeing in front of my eyes being formed a growing police state. I voted for the crackdown and removal of illegal immigrants. I did. The word that's being left out now is criminal illegal immigrants. And there's a play on words which I find insulting, truly insulting by my friends on the right, many of my pundit friends on the right. Because now they're saying, well, every illegal immigrant, Shelley, is a criminal. That's not what you meant, nor is that what the Republicans meant, nor is that what President Trump meant when he said criminal illegal immigrants. Because he would always preface it by saying violent. If you go back through the rallies, he would say these violent, criminal, illegal immigrants, cartel members, drug dealers, gangbangers. That's what he always said. And we said, yeah, we're for that. Get rid of them. Now, I saw a story where a Brazilian woman who came here on a tourist visa 6 months ago, married her boyfriend, went to immigrant services to get a green card, and they arrested her. She's not a criminal, violent, illegal immigrant. Okay, she overstayed her visa. That makes her a criminal? You can argue that it does. But that's not what we voted for. And we certainly didn't vote for having members of a law enforcement agency, meaning immigration, ICE, standing waiting for people to have a legitimate meeting, trying to go through this process legitimately, get arrested and sent back to wherever they're sent back to. That's a police state. I don't care what you think about it. I don't care about what you think the proper way of handling it or the non-proper way of handling it. That, my friends, is a police state. Plain and simple. It is no different than asking people for their ID as they walk down the street. And I'm increasingly concerned about how much the right is for this. The next thing that has happened, Antifa, right? Donald Trump wrote an executive order labeling Antifa as a domestic terrorist organization. And I'm thinking to myself, Antifa's a domestic terrorist organization? I just as well see you write an executive order saying the Crips and the Bloods and the Gangster Disciples are a terrorist organization before you say Antifa is. Because there's no more terrorist actions going on than in communities all around the country where people are terrorizing old people and working class people every single day. What's next? Will that happen next? Antifa is a faceless, nameless group of kids. Is it illegal to firebomb a federal building? Yes, that's illegal. You arrest a person for that. But making Antifa a domestic terrorist organization is really, whether you agree with it or not, and I know many of you listening to me right now are so inflamed with what I'm saying, but it's true. This is a thought crime. They're anti-fascist. They're anti-government. They want anarchy. That's a thought crime. The crimes that they may commit, protesting, throwing stones, attacking law enforcement, that's already illegal. But to make them a domestic terrorist organization is simply patrolling and policing thought. And if MAGA wants to go down this road, if we as MAGA want to agree with this and cheer that Antifa is a domestic terrorist organization, then the next administration, I guarantee you, as I sit here at my home by myself in my living room doing this show from home because I just had surgery, I guarantee you, as I sit here and breathe, that it's going to happen to us starting in 2029. Right after the 2028 election, if a Democrat wins. I guarantee it. That everybody that is seen as MAGA will be, through executive order, determined to be a domestic terrorist organization. And if this is the road you want to go down, MAGA, let's do it. But as I told you with the Charlie Kirk firings and everything that went on with Charlie Kirk, as I told you then, I'm telling you now, you're opening up a door to where ideology and thoughts and opinions can be deemed domestic terrorism. Simply because it's happening to people you don't agree with, don't ever for 1 second believe that it will not happen to you. It's the Shelley Winter Show. Live, local, topical, and relevant. We will be right back.